very, very young guy with a future ahead of him. Love fishing. True essence of a key boy.
The Marin family of Caye Caulker is grappling with the loss of one of their loved ones earlier this morning on the island. Their grief is compounded by the fact that another of their relatives has been detained for the stabbing death of 17-year-old Isaac Marin. Isaac's older brother, 25-year-old Carlos Marin, was also stabbed multiple times but survived the attack at the hands of their cousin, Jaymie Marin. The incident occurred just after midnight as one of the siblings was sleeping. Isaac perished shortly after at the medical center on the island, while Carlos was rushed via boat from the island and is in a stable condition at the Caye Caulker Memorial Hospital.
We just want to open with extending condolences to the Marin family and to the entire Caye Caulker community on the unfortunate incident that transpired early this morning. I'd say they're about 12:30. I received a call from one of the family members that were over at the community center saying that her brothers have been stabbed now. When we got at the community center, both her brothers were indeed stabbed. Unfortunately, one of them had passed by then, and the other one was being worked on. And he was stable from last night, critical but stable. We mobilized transportation. We were trying to get some air ambulance in. Unfortunately, we couldn't, so we went with boat, which is always our mode of transportation out for an emergency. So we got him moved off today. Transferred to Caye Caulker around 1:32.
So what really transpired inside the house at the corner of Luciano Reyes Street and Avenida Langosta? According to police, the deceased was asleep at his home when he was attacked by his cousin, who has been diagnosed with a mental health condition. Isaac was stabbed in the chest. His brother Carlos walked in on the attack and tried to defuse the situation, but to no avail, as Jaymie was uncontrollable and also inflicted several stab wounds to him.
What I heard from a family member is that one of the younger brother was sleeping when he came under attack by his cousin, who is a mental patient. What triggered it, we don't know. What happened, we don't know. One of his elder brother walked in when this was going on, and in defense he tried to intervene, and that's when the altercation got even bigger and he became involved as well.
But according to a message from a sister of the deceased to News 5's social media page, Carlos went to get water while Isaac was asleep. On his return, he was waylaid by Jaymie, who had 2 knives. She contends that Jaymie, who is mentally ill, threatened to kill Carlos. The altercation between Carlos and Jaymie woke Isaac, who slipped on blood that was splattered on the floor. She says that Jaymie then turned on Isaac and fatally stabbed him. The message ends by saying that Jaymie has been detained. Village chairperson Selene Villanueva Pot confirms that the culprit was nabbed shortly after the incident occurred.
Last night he was reprimanded. The police worked rather quickly in this last night.
Now, the culprit, from what we understand, is known to have a mental health condition. Could you talk to us about, is that something that is known on the island?
Yes, it is known that he is a mental patient. What we do know is that he was getting help. He was evaluated and was on treatment. I really can't say what triggered last night or what transpired.
This incident, like several others reported in recent times, brings into sharp focus concerns as it relates to crimes, in particular killings at the hands of mental health patients. So how does a close-knit community like Caye Caulker address this situation?
Whenever incidents like these transpired, it shakes the entire community. We believe that in a situation like this, it's something that triggered the patient, and it could have been worse, and we're very grateful that we didn't lose more than one person in this unfortunate event.
Duane Moody for News 5.